RJC event. I never met them before, but they were students at SIU, Southern Union University, taking some English courses, and they wanted to visit the city of Chicago, so they spent a week with us, and spent the time with us. And one of them was a Christian, the other was not. And the Christian one became a Christian here in the United States, and he brought his non-Christian friends with me. And the Christian one was very talkative, happy, but the non-Christian one was very reserved, quiet. And they would go to the city of Chicago every day and come back to my house, and we would eat meal together and talk together. And then about the third day, this quiet one, his name was Teppei, he said, "May I introduce myself?" And I was like, "What? It's in third day, we already know your name, what I told you." But he wanted to share his personal life story with us. And he started to tell me why he came to the United States, how he was bad in Japan, so-called furyo. He was sort of like a gang member in Japan. He would break things and have street fight. And his family was really worried about him. And by sending to the United States, where his family thought maybe he can start a new life or something. So that was his story. And then he said, this morning, right before I came to Chicago, I received a package from my mother. She sent me some Japanese food, Japanese magazine. And I wasn't good son when I was in Japan, but when I received and opened the package, I felt love from my mom. I was so grateful. I was so grateful. And he asked, do I have to renounce my parents if I become a Christian? They are Buddhists. I was shocked. I didn't expect such a question. I said, why? No, you don't have to. I told him, you are feeling your mother's love. That's because God is touching your heart. God is softening your heart so that now you can see your mother's love. It is God's doing. You nor your mother may not have known it, but God chose her to become your mom. He put her in your life so that He can love you and take care of you. And that was all God's plan. If you accept, if you know that, when you go back to Japan, you can love your mom better. You can accept, and she will be happy. I'm sure she will be happy. And he was like, oh. Now this leads to my third point. If your Christian Japanese friends are hesitating to accept Christ because of their family in Japan, help them see the positive side of becoming a Christian. Japanese people tend to think, okay, if I become a Christian, there will be many things I cannot do anymore, such as I cannot visit my family grave and pray to my ancestors there anymore, or I cannot take up my family altars, or I cannot go to my friends and relatives' funerals if they die, or I cannot do Japanese traditional celebrations for my children because they are mostly Buddhist or Shintoist way. They tend to think, okay, if I become a Christian, I may lose this, I may lose that, I cannot do this. But that may be true, but there are a lot of good things too. Like I said, by becoming a Christian, by knowing the love of God, they can love and serve better to his or her families. They can appreciate them more, and they will be a different person. They might have not been a good son or daughter before, but now they understand their parents' love, and they can do better now. And then you can serve better. So emphasize those good positive aspect of becoming a Japanese. I'm not Japanese, but Christian. And then point out to them that the Bible teaches to respect our parents, to take care of aging or widowed family members, to be loving and caring neighbor. Even when Jesus was about to be crucified, he made sure that one of his disciples will take in his mother, Mary, and take care of her. Jesus just didn't leave his widow mother and behind. So, becoming a Christian does not necessarily mean that you just dump your family behind. And you can be a better son, better friend, better relatives, better friends. So, I didn't take even 20 minutes. It went so fast. So I hope these steps help you to ease your Japanese friends' concern about families.
Oh.